Have you ever been in one of those situations where you need to know the truth? You know, when someone's word just isn't cutting it and that uncertainty is just eating away at you? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain on a tool that's designed specifically for those moments, the polygraph test. Let's find out how it all works. And really, that says it all, doesn't it? This quote just hits the nail on the head. It's all about providing a path to clarity when a conversation has hit a dead end and you need something more solid to stand on.
So here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll talk about that moment when words fail. Then, we'll define what a lie detector actually is and how the test works. We'll look at who uses them and why, run through some common questions, and finally, wrap it all up with the real value of getting objective facts.
Okay, let's start right at the beginning. That feeling, that moment you realize a simple talk isn't going to fix things.
And look, we're not talking about small disagreements here. We're talking about high-stakes situations where your money, your reputation, or even your most important relationships are hanging in the balance. In those moments, just living with the doubt can be a huge weight, and the need for some real, verifiable truth becomes absolutely essential.
So what's the modern answer to this ancient problem of not knowing who to believe? Well, that's where the polygraph, or as most of us know it, the lie detector, comes in.
Now, this isn't some kind of magic trick. It's all about science. A professional polygraph is a really sophisticated tool that tracks the tiny, involuntary physical reactions your body has when you answer questions. These are the things you can't control: your breathing, your heart rate, and that's exactly what the technology is designed to pick up on.
So, the big question, how accurate is it? Well, when a trained professional uses modern, certified equipment, the industry claims an accuracy rate somewhere between 95 and 98%. It's worth noting that these numbers are debated in the wider scientific community, but for practitioners, it's considered a very reliable tool.
But you know what isn't up for debate? Confidentiality. When you commission a private polygraph, the results are for your eyes and your eyes only. The whole process is built from the ground up to be completely private, making sure a sensitive situation stays that way.
All right, so how do you actually go from asking a question to getting a result? Let's walk through the process. It's way more structured and methodical than you probably imagine. You see, it's a pretty thorough 5-step dance. It all starts with a consultation, just to get a handle on your specific situation. From there, everyone agrees on the goals, and a specialist crafts a very precise set of questions. Then comes the actual testing session, and it all wraps up with a formal, completely confidential report. It's a professional procedure, from start to finish.
And the tech itself isn't just one thing. It's a whole system of super-sensitive sensors all working at once. They're tracking your breathing, your heart activity, how much you perspire, your blood pressure, and even tiny, tiny movements. It's this ability to monitor all these involuntary reactions at the same time that really gives the test its power.
So, who are the people actually using this technology and what for? You might be surprised. The applications are actually pretty broad.
Generally, it breaks down into two main areas. On the personal side, it's often for deeply emotional issues, things like infidelity, accusations of theft in the family, or just getting clarity on sensitive private matters. Then you have organizations. For them, it's really a risk management tool. They use it for screening new hires in sensitive roles, for routine checks on current staff, or for internal investigations to protect the company's reputation.
Okay, time for a quick fire round. Let's hit some of the most common questions that pop into people's heads when they think about a polygraph. First up, a very practical one. What's the time commitment here? Are we talking all day?
Nope, not at all. The whole thing, including the chat before, the test itself, and the discussion after, is usually done in about an hour and a half to 2 hours.
All right, another big concern people have is about comfort. You're getting hooked up to all this stuff. Does it hurt?
Let me be crystal clear on this one. Absolutely not. The procedure is 100% painless. The sensors are non-invasive. They just rest on your skin to read your body's signals. There's zero discomfort involved.
And now for what might be the biggest question of all. What about being nervous? I mean, who wouldn't be anxious? People worry, what if my nerves make me look like I'm lying?
This is a huge part of the polygraph examiner's training. They actually start by establishing your personal baseline, how your body reacts when you're just sitting there, a little nervous, answering simple, neutral questions. The sudden, sharp physiological spike that happens with deception is very different from that background noise of general anxiety. So yeah, being nervous is totally normal and expected, and it's factored into the whole analysis.
So, when all is said and done, what's the real point? What's the ultimate benefit of going through this process?
I think it all comes back to this one simple, powerful idea. Whether it's in our business dealings or our personal lives, real, solid trust can only be built on a foundation of truth. Anything else is just, well, it's building on sand.
And that is exactly what this process is designed to deliver. It's not really about a simple pass or fail. It's about giving you objective information, a set of facts that can help you finally clear away the doubt, make a smart decision, and move forward with your life, one way or the other.
In the end, it's all about finding clarity. So the question I'll leave you with is this. When you're stuck in a situation that is demanding an answer, what is the truth that you need to find so you can finally move on?